Hi, Gia.
Oh, bonjour. Hello.
Bonjour, Gia.
How we doing?
Oh, okay. How are you?
Okay. Hey, before we get started, reviews of the new platform are that it's better, but you need to move closer to your mic, apparently.
Oh, okay. Or maybe just turn
Okay.
up my volume. But okay. Thank you for that feedback, everybody.
Okay. Unless they've
Okay.
confused us, and I need to move closer to my mic, so I don't know, but
No, I think
it
I think
occurred to me. Yeah.
I think you're right. I think I probably wasn't very close to the mic. I was maybe petting dogs while we were
Oh,
talking.
okay. All
Yeah.
right.
So I'll try
Anyway,
not to
so
do that.
we're a work in progress, people, and
Yeah.
we
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 really
uh
we do appreciate your patience.
we do, yeah, because
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what other podcasts are doing, but
They're probably
it's
way
tricky.
more professional. I have a feeling.
No, come on. You
And I'm
joking?
trying.
Who's
I,
more
I
professional than
know.
us?
I know. I don't know why I said that, Gia. I don't know where
Yeah.
that came
Okay.
from. Yeah. Yeah. So,
Anyway, I just want to tell you that for you because people might be missing your pearls of wisdom, your witticisms, your whatever, you know,
I, I, I doubt they're missing much. Um,
whatever you got going on there. So
over here.
anyway,
Over here.
we're
Okay.
here. We're here. We've got 3 days to discuss.
We do. We do. Uh huh. In a word,
We have
how would you sum up these 3 days in a word or two, Gia?
Well, I, I don't think I have a summary, but I feel like my hatred for some characters just grows
Yeah,
daily. I don't know how I'm going
yeah.
to contain it much longer.
I,
Um,
I don't think it's very well contained now,
I know
but
it probably never was, but
no, I
how would I
think
sum it up? I guess uneven, a little uneven,
yeah,
maybe.
yeah, I think that's a good word for it because it did seem like we had characters who sort of started out with one opinion and then it seemed like they were sort of shifting positions like before our eyes, some of them. And I'm
Yeah,
thinking most specifically I think of Trina and also Jordan to some extent, although
yeah, and
I
yeah.
don't know.
And what happened today? And I know we jump around, and I will
Mhm.
probably have to go backwards, but
Mhm.
I tell you, I despise if this is the direction we're going
Mhm.
now,
Yeah.
where the fault is going to be placed in Brooklyn's lap now.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Brooklyn will be the one who drove away. And
Mhm.
I feel like we're moving further and further away from the reality that
Mhm.
it was a one-car accident
Mhm.
caused by the driver of that very car. You know, like
Yes. Yes.
and so I feel like now it's getting twisted around to, oh, the a driver of the other car, and it's gonna like I feel like we're still giving nobody's calling um Curtis out or
Mm.
Jordan even.
Mhm.
Jordan, like you said, is flip flopping, but nobody's calling
Mhm.
him out on this whole um whose fault it is kind of thing. And it's like
Mhm.
I don't, the whole like we need to move on. It's like, well, before we move on, we need to establish the fact that you're
Yeah.
delusional.
Yeah. Own this first, and then move on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 So I
There
don't,
was
yeah,
quite a lot that was unpleasant.
yeah.
But
And then
yeah.
there were various fun moments.
Mhm.
Suzanne was back today.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. And maybe there was an
yeah,
actual like funny little moment there, although it was also creepy because you could tell she was imagining Cody naked.
yeah. I didn't mean to. When I said there were fun moments, and then I should have said comma. Also, Suzanne showed up again today. I
Yeah.
didn't mean to link those ideas really because
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
stand her. I keep waiting for the other shoe to drop with yeah, I thought she
Yeah.
was uber creepy.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
also gave me a little window into how you and I might sound when we're talking about some of the younger characters that we, possibly lust after. And I thought, "Oh, is it coming
Oh,
across like Suzanne's coming across right now? Maybe
maybe we should check ourselves, huh?
check ourselves a little bit maybe."
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, how
Fair.
would you sum up our 3 days?
Yeah, I think uneven is a very good word. I was going to say unpleasant, but uneven captures it more.
Unevenly unpleasant.
Yeah.
Unpleasantly uneven.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, let's go back. Let's go back to
Okay.
Tuesday. So we make sure we're sort of fair in our assessment of everybody. So we started out with Alexis summoning Molly and Christina to the house to talk about Danny.
Again, could have been an email, but
Could it? Oh,
yeah.
that. Yeah, yeah. That's definitely a point well taken, Gia. Yeah, there was a lot of that too. A lot of these sort of like hand wringing conversations that just felt like like suddenly I felt so tired of everything, like the whole Rocco
Yeah.
thing. It's like, oh, just fucking let him
Yeah.
go,
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
um,
Yeah. I
yeah.
do. I mean, I like that the Davis women do get on the
Mm,
same page and
mm-hmm.
stand together for things. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think they were also like really playing up Christina and Molly's current bond,
Right.
so that when we
Right.
say goodbye to Christina, it's going to be a big heart wrenching,
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I like that they're all there for their mother and they're there for Danny, and but it did feel
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that could have been a long text thread, maybe,
yeah,
but I
yeah.
guess it is a TV show, so they got to have a scene.
They have to have some sort of visuals, yeah. But I
Yeah,
think like if you're gonna, I don't know. I guess this applies to every scene. Make the writing a little more crisp or interesting. If
like
we
an
have,
apple.
yeah, I'm just playing to your love of apples. Um,
I've
you
had
know,
kind of a bad apple week, and so I'm sort of in despair about the apples.
oh gosh, I had no
What do
idea,
they do to
Gia.
make them look so good, and then you get them home and you've paid $2.99 a pound, and they're mealy and they're old, and
Yeah, I think they must have some way of making them appear to stay fresh longer, but
did they
whatever's
used to
happening.
have like guidelines where they had to, get rid of them at a certain time, and now they don't do that or something? Or
Mm, I would
was I not
I
as
don't think
obsessive?
so. There's probably just more chemical stuff going on in the
I feel like
orchards.
they're just older. I just feel like they're older apples, and they're putting them out there and putting some kind of polish on them, so I'm
Yeah.
fooled.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, sorry,
sorry.
Gia.
Okay, but crisp. What I'm looking for is crispiness, and I can't
I
find
think
it.
that's all anyone wants is crispiness out of life. Um,
And the old man has forbidden me from bringing home watermelon at this point, because I had that one summer.
Yeah, we all remember the summer of the watermelon. Yeah. Mhm.
And I was it was a problem. I was a problem.
Mm.
And so he's like, don't start with it, and you won't get that way. And he's right.
Oh gosh. Okay. All right.
So the apples are my substitute at the moment, and
Wow, a
they're
poor
disappointing me.
substitute.
They're
Yeah.
letting me down.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I
Uh,
feel like we need to set up a hotline for you, some 800
for
number for
yeah,
you to
my
call.
fruit problems. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
okay, sorry. So back to crispier dialogue. I agree.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, like maybe just even some unexpected turns in the conversation, because I feel like we could have almost predicted like everything everybody was going to say, you know.
Yeah. If somebody could have said care factor 0 at some point, that would have helped.
That rolled off your tongue quite nicely there, Gia. Have you
I
had
know,
an
but I
opportunity to
haven't
say
used it.
that?
I haven't used it in my own life yet, but
Well, that no,
because
it's
it
good to
sounds really
practice.
mean too. Yeah. I mean, it would
Yeah,
have to be something like
aimed at
where
me.
somebody would, yeah, like would know I was joking or something.
Or you didn't
You
care
could
if they
say it to
didn't
me
know.
a lot. You could no doubt say it to me frequently if you
Oh
wanted.
gosh, when you were going on about apples, that would have been the time.
Right. I know that would have been a perfect time. Perfect time.
Oh boy.
Okay. So anyway, we had that. Nothing was really
Mhm.
resolved except don't Alexis to, back off Danny a little bit, and the aunts would move in on him and support him somehow, I
Right.
guess. Right.
I guess. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shot of that.
Yeah. Right. And then we had Sonny and Laura having a conversation sort of about this whole Sidwell situation and
Oh, right.
the
And they're
information they got
targeting
from Britt.
Pascal.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, who's French. That's all they know about him. He's
Yeah.
French.
Yeah. He's
I
French
liked
and he
how
doesn't leave the island much. Yeah.
yeah, I liked how when Sonny said, "Well, he's French," and Laura laughed, and that kind of seemed like a
Yeah.
genuine, like,
Yeah.
just laugh
Yeah.
because she thought that was funny, you know. So I
He
enjoyed
is
that.
very French. When he gets going, he's
Oh
like,
yeah, yeah.
he's
I don't.
crispy. I mean, the
He is
content of his
crispy.
dialogue may or may not be crispy, but he's got crispy
Hmm.
delivery.
He does. He sure does. Yeah, he commits. He commits to
Yeah.
his lines. Yeah. Then we had Lucas and Carly having a conversation where she was trying to like steer him off the island, and
Which, yeah, I mean, that's like been on repeat for.
yeah, yeah. And this was another area where I was like, I felt like there was a little bit of an unevenness here because Carly had recently learned enough about Britt to be more sympathetic towards her, right? Like when she,
Yeah.
I mean, knowing that
Right.
she was being forced, to do this stuff for her
Now I'm a
medication.
little confused because so at the point when she's speaking to Lucas, she already
Hmm.
knows that stuff about the medication, right?
Yes, yes.
But she's still kind of hating on Britt and thinks he
Yeah,
should be.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
right.
right.
So it
Yeah.
almost seemed like
Although
she
she showed
forgot.
sympathy earlier
She
for her,
did.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she had before this conversation, and it kind of seemed like why wouldn't she have, kind of agreed with Lucas a teeny bit at least that, there's
Yeah.
more to Brit than meets the eye. I don't know. Um anyway, so yeah, and she was also still kind of knocking Marco a little bit when she said that too bad he didn't have a chance to prove that he was, worthy of your faith or something like that. Do you remember that line?
Yeah. Yeah.
But of course
And then
she doesn't
Lucas, I mean,
know.
nobody's really spilling the full beans when they're talking to each other. And
Yeah,
if
we
they
we just
did,
have right, right.
it would be
Yeah.
so helpful and
It
we'd
would
be
be
less
very
pikemen.
helpful. A lot less pikemen, and I think we would all agree that we could use a lot less pikemen at this point.
And that's a t-shirt right there.
That's a very inside
We can all
T-shirt.
agree. That would be so inside. That would be like calling some podcast table at the Tano. That would be how
Exactly. I was
stupid that would
thinking
be.
if we had a
That's our
spin-off,
kind of stupid. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, if we had a
Pikeman,
spin-off, it
yeah.
would be like too much pikemen.
Too much pikeman. Why these two women are never a success. So fond of an inside joke, they just sabotage their entire lives.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For a laugh that really nobody enjoys but them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then we had Nathan and Liesel. So all of these people are sort of like touching on this big thing, but yeah, none of them are like overlapping really. So
And Nathan and Liesel, that was just him informing her that he and Lulu had broken up, right? And she was all giddy about that.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah.
But he also mentioned at some point that if Britt didn't get her medication,
Oh,
um,
right. Yeah.
and
And
then that
Liesel was
raised
on to that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And this is the Liesel we miss, the one that sort of,
Right.
has that built-in radar, which has been,
Yeah.
lacking recently. So, I mean, I would love it if she would start to question more things.
Yeah. Yeah, that would
Uh,
be, I can't remember what the upshot of that was. I guess just that her
yeah.
antenna were up a little bit. She was just a little bit.
Yeah, and she realizes that he's keeping a lot of stuff from her, I think.
Yeah.
And I wondered, like, would he be tempted to tell her who he is? Because
Hmm.
that would be I, I feel like that she would welcome him as much as she would be
I
destroyed
think
that
she'd be able to roll with it. I
yeah,
think,
because at least
like,
she's
because she's
gaining a
from that
son.
world. Yeah,
Yeah.
she'd be gaining a son.
Mhm.
Her experience with Faison, she wouldn't be
Mhm.
phased
Right.
by this information. It wouldn't be like
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
way, prove it. I think she'd be
Right.
like,
Mm-hmm.
she'd be able to comprehend how that could have happened right off. And,
Yeah, and probably not
yeah,
blame him for keeping the secret,
right.
you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And maybe they could team up and try to help Brit.
Although Liesel helping Brit is sort of questionable, isn't it? I mean, she's always so weird with Brit.
She
I
is
don't
weird
know.
with Brit, but she loves Rocco, right? And I think she loves
That's
Brit
true. Yeah,
too. She would if she
she
really
does.
understood.
She's just, yeah.
She does well. She doesn't understand what happened to Brit either, and if he filled her in on that part of it, then I
If
think
everybody
she'd
would
be
just
all
spill
in.
all their secrets, then.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would love that.
We wouldn't have a show, but other than that,
We have some good conversations, for crying out
yeah,
loud.
I guess that, yeah.
Maybe a week's worth of conversations and then the show ends. We could move on.
Yeah. It's probably a good thing you're not actually writing for these shows, because I don't know if that's what the people are looking for.
Yeah, that reminds me. Yeah, I'm sure it's not. I tried watching Young and the Restless recently because I wanted to see what Franco was up to.
Yeah. Okay.
And it seems like he's very much Franco in this current
Oh,
role he's playing. Just
well, that's good.
this. Yeah, this is just what I'm gathering from one episode. Of course, he's got like some sort of amnesia. But
Oh, okay. So yeah,
he's got that sort of Franco like
he's
offbeat
quirky.
kind of. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's fun. That's fun.
Well, that's good, because that's kind of his signature thing that he does so well.
Yep. Yep. So
Did they
very
talk a lot about business?
the show is so much about business. That's what I can't really get behind.
Jabot, and
Yeah,
Newman
all of these.
Enterprises,
Yeah,
right?
right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if he's got any involvement in that stuff, but it sounds like, he's gathering that whoever he is, he doesn't know exactly, but whoever he is, he's not very well liked, I think.
That would be a bummer, how to wake up and be like, people be
Yeah, yeah.
hating on you.
Yeah, sort of.
Is Victor still victoring on there?
Mm-hmm. Yep, there's still Victor. Yeah, a lot of the people who've been there a while. Plenty of new people, and there's also a bunch of people that have been stolen from other shows. Like Kiki is on there.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So anyway, but we
Okay, okay.
digress. But
All right.
just
So back to, are we still on Tuesdays?
yeah, we could move a little
Okay.
faster, maybe.
Move it along there, lady.
Yeah. So we had a lot of like the Lulu, Charlotte, Danny, like everybody trying to figure out what's up with Rocco, and a lot of blame, being aimed at Britt for her part in Rocco's
Yep. Oh, until
disappearance.
we saw the video, right, where
But even after that, it seems like Lulu still feels like Britt is completely responsible for this happening.
yeah.
You know,
Her hatred of Brit is, runs really deep.
very deep, and it's not unlike Curtis and Isaiah. Like Curtis
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
not really blaming himself for anything, and Lulu's not blaming herself or Rocco. Like she's not like
Although at one
Rocco
point didn't she say something like about how she'd driven him to Brit,
That's
wasn't
what
there one
Liesel
kind of moment?
said. Yeah, Liesel said that, and Lulu kind of admitted afterwards that maybe Liesel was right.
Yeah, didn't she admit
I
it to
think.
Dante that
Yeah,
that
yeah,
she'd sort of,
mm-hmm.
so
Yeah,
she had a little moment of self-reflection there.
a little, but I still think she wouldn't she really feels like the blame still lies with Britt. If it weren't for Britt, none of this would have happened.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Hey, I think you should move closer to your mic.
okay, I'm pretty close. I'm like 2 inches from it. Although I did just
Really?
pet one dog.
Why don't you just put it in your mouth?
That sounds naughty. Gosh, Gia. I mean, really.
Okay, so we had that. Yeah, we had a lot of, and then they went to Sunny, right? I don't know if that's the same day, and Sunny convinced them to use Brick instead of leading everybody right to Rocco.
Yeah, that was on Wednesday, believe it or not.
Oh, was it?
They
Okay.
stretched all of this out, all of those conversations about what they should do, you know. That was another part that was a little tedious, you know, cuz it seemed like they really, like you said, it could have been emails or phone calls or whatever, you know. Um
Yeah.
but yeah. So yeah, Sonny sort of told them, and this also seemed like something they should have been able to figure out themselves. You know, that they couldn't take off in search of Rocco, really, without
Yeah.
drawing a lot of attention, you know, to
Right.
themselves.
Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah, so Brick is going to be the guy.
more Brick. I'm all right with that. We. I like having Brick in there, and I hope we see more of our new cop, Fitzpatrick,
Joe
Fitzgerald,
Fitzpatrick. Yeah,
Fitzpatrick. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. He seems to have a chip on his shoulder, though, doesn't he?
Well, he's a stickler for the rules. Seems like,
He
you know.
seems like his research into like soap opera cop, like he watched old cop shows, you know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he like I feel like he's going to use some of those expressions that you enjoy so much from
I hope so.
NYPD
I mean,
Blue.
maybe he'll be a Sipowicz sort of a dude.
Yeah,
You know,
that
like
would be hilarious.
yeah,
We got all jammed up, you know. That's like the
yeah. I
cop
got all
shows always say
jammed up.
that,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. If they could, if he uses the
A
phrase like
hard on.
you got a hard on for him or something like that, I don't know, I'll dance a jig or something if I get to
Yeah,
hear that one. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So maybe you will, Gio. Uh, yeah. So he went to search Bobby's to search Britt's apartment, and that's when Liesel sort of became alerted to like maybe that there's more going on with Britt and Nathan than she realizes. I think.
Okay. Right. All
Right.
right.
Right. Okay. Then we had
Oh, there, your
Sidwell.
vocal got much better just now. I don't know what you did,
I
but
think that's got to be on your end, Gia, because I'm really not moving.
mm,
Try not to get
mm.
preoccupied with this. Okay.
Okay.
um. Okay. So then we had Sidwell at Spoon Island, and he got the autopsy results.
Oh, right. And yeah, and then there was a lot of Ava shows up
Right.
and convinces him not to open them, and then in their conversation she steers him towards thinking that Lucas might have killed him. And so I was like, well, that was good, huh? Like
Well, yes, she didn't
that was
intend it that way, but
no, I know,
that was
but
how
that
he
was the
took it.
upside.
Yeah, yeah, right, right. I know. Like it seemed like he could have. There was an equal chance that he could have thought of Pascal, right? Like the
I know, I
lonely
kept waiting for that.
outsider.
I kept waiting, yeah, I kept waiting for Pascal to come in and reveal something about his obsession with Marco. Um
Yeah, wasn't
but
that
yeah,
evident
that didn't
though?
happen.
I thought Sidwell would have witnessed a little bit of that.
You'd think so, but it seems like it was only evident to Lucas, I don't
Yeah,
know. But yeah,
maybe.
you'd think he wouldn't have been able to hide it after all the years with
Yeah,
him, if he'd been obsessed with Marco all that time.
yeah.
Um,
It was also weird when, like, because Pascal is the one who delivered that envelope, right, with the autopsy results,
yeah,
and
yeah.
he wasn't sort of affected by the fact of like what was in this envelope himself, like somebody who would have been, as grief stricken as Sidwell,
Right,
even,
right. Yeah, he was holding it together quite well if he was
Yeah,
affected by it.
yeah, and he didn't really show any sympathy towards Sidwell. I didn't think like Ava did,
Yeah. Well, maybe he was just trying to play the cool servant, try to not
maybe, but
overstep his boundaries or something. I don't
I
know.
guess so. Usually his he doesn't mind overstepping the boundaries,
Not right, right,
you
yeah.
know. So
But I
anyway,
didn't
that
I didn't I was just gonna
oh
say I didn't like how it ended up that Sidwell is now suspicious. I feel like Lucas, like there's gonna be a moment when Lucas is in real danger from somebody on Spoon Island for sure.
yeah, yeah, right. Um and what was I gonna say? Well, I think when Sonny and Laura were talking and realizing that Lucas might be somebody who could give them a little insight into Pascal,
Yeah.
maybe Lucas will realize that these people might be helpful. I don't know. Like we're still at the point where like it would be so great if people would share what they knew with like other people,
With everybody. I know.
Yeah.
But Lucas is particularly sort of hard-headed about thinking he can do things all on
Right,
his own.
right.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
he's a little overconfident in his abilities.
Yeah. Right. But maybe Sonny, I don't know, maybe they can convince him of the danger between Sidwell and Cullum. Although
Yeah.
Lucas should know better than anybody because
I
he knows.
know. He's
Yeah. So,
Well, and he's been told. I mean, Britt told him that, Sidwell
yeah.
murdered somebody right in front of my face. And,
Yep. Yep.
I
And
don't.
he knows Cullum killed Marco. So, like,
And he
he's,
knows Pascal wanted to kill him. Like, how is he
yeah.
sleeping at night?
I know, miserably, I would hope.
Yeah,
But
I mean, he must have to lock that door and, just sleep with a
yeah.
knife under his pillow or something and
Yeah,
hope for the
man.
best, I guess.
Right, right. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds miserable. Um so yeah, that's that. And then Ava went over to Alexis's house and now they're going
Oh,
on a
right.
trip.
Yeah. We get a caper. I'm down for that.
Yeah, we get a
Down
little bit
with
of a
down with.
caper.
Am I down for or down with something? How do you
I'm
say
going to
that?
say with. I'm down with
I'm
that.
down with that.
Yeah, I think so, Gia.
I'm all over it. I like the idea. I'm excited about the prospect
Yeah.
of Alexis and Ava
Going on a
going
trip.
to New York together
Yeah, yeah.
and checking
Maybe.
out the art scene.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. So okay, that's that. That'll be a bit of a departure from some of this stuff, although that takes us into the Delilah camp, which is, all roads lead back to like Brooklyn and her like secret and stuff and that
Yeah.
misery. So
Yeah, all
just
that misery. I know.
yeah, it just feels like between that and this whole like Rocco thing, I want to move past these things. Um,
Yeah.
you
And
know,
Trina's getting dragged down again too.
yeah,
Um like I'm like, "Oh, gosh, now I'm disliking her almost as much as her father at the moment." Like
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I guess that's maybe cruel of me to be like when she went in today and was, like she just didn't think she could do that showcase, the singing,
mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm,
because everything's exploding with her family. Like seriously? Like you can't go for a half hour, you know.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like what does she think she's gonna do for her family?
Yeah, it
Uh
still seemed like it was sort of about her at that point,
yeah. Yeah, and she was so
Um,
overwrought about the whole,
yeah, yeah. And I
oh,
didn't like, I know, well, so yeah, so first she stops in and sees Jordan and Curtis. And that's where Curtis was, I think, like hit rock bottom when he's like, yeah, I punched him, like talking to his
yeah, I
daughter,
punched him
like he's,
and he was
you know,
asking for it. Yeah, I
yeah,
know.
it's like, God, who are you? Like, if I were Jordan, I would be like, oh my God, I made a big
Yeah,
mistake
I'm hitching
here.
my wagon to this,
Yeah,
brain
yeah.
wreck of a man. Yeah. Yeah, and
He's
nobody's, I mean, I guess no, I shouldn't say nobody's trying to get him to see reality because a few people are gently pointing out, like Michael
very,
today, there's still,
yeah,
but why
pretty
are they being so
gently.
gentle about it? It's like,
Yeah,
dude, you're
yeah.
off your rocker. You're like,
Yeah.
um,
Like when Jordan was talking to him about wanting to put it behind her, I felt like she wasn't really forceful enough. Like she should have been like, "Look at you. I mean, you're just like obsessed with pinning
you're
this on
obsessed.
Isaiah."
Yeah.
You
And
know,
there's no, yeah, like I guess I agree with the idea of putting it behind you, but I want her first to get him to acknowledge that
mhm.
he's lost touch with reality.
Yeah.
Not just
Yeah.
you're right, Isaiah did this, but we've got to
Mhm.
put it behind us. And I feel like that's what
Mhm.
she's saying. Like
Yeah.
Isaiah probably
Yeah.
did it, but we got to move
Right,
forward.
right. Yeah, she's not being as I don't know, fair or truthful with herself.
Yeah, I mean, she knows
Either.
Isaiah. Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
how could
right.
she believe that of him? It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah. And also I think Brooklyn, even if she was a little drunk, I mean she had, I don't know, one glass of wine, two glasses of wine.
One or
Um
two, I don't know. Yeah.
yeah. But she sort of showed that she went through that and didn't realize there was an accident, right? She didn't.
Yeah, right.
So,
That doesn't get mentioned too often anymore, that somebody could have had this happen and not even
yeah.
known.
Yeah.
And the
And
whole, like, I still don't buy that the amount of time passing changed the outcome of Jordan's
yeah,
injuries,
I
you
don't think
know.
it would have. I mean, like if Brooklyn had stopped, would she have been able to help get Jordan out of the car? you know?
Right. Yeah, I don't that, you know, anybody would have had trouble calling if they were having trouble calling, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But also like it also has so much to do with Curtis's just hatred of Isaiah. Like
Yeah.
if he'd had learned right away that it was Brooklyn, would he have reacted the same way?
Yeah, I don't know. Right, exactly. I don't know. Would he have like not just instantly seen red and, gone insane like he is now?
Right, right. And
Um
she would have said, "Oh my God, I didn't realize there was an accident." And would he have believed her? I think maybe he would have.
yeah, I don't know. But yeah, they couldn't make him any less likable at this point.
No,
Um
no, and I don't quite understand what's going on in Jordan's mind. I mean, I'm sure she's also like still coping just with like, you know, knowing that she's going to be healing for a long time. Um
Yeah, I guess
so,
we give her a little bit more of a pass,
yeah.
but yeah, like you, I'm like thinking like how can she want to be with this man right
Yeah.
now? Um
He's so narrow-minded and vindictive and but
yeah,
yeah.
and all this stuff about it wanting I want to get justice for you, and it's like
Yeah. No
well, this
thanks.
isn't yeah, this isn't a situation that, it's like
Mhm. Mhm.
I don't know. The fact that she caused the accident has really been sort of lost in the mix
Mhm.
here.
Mhm. Yeah. 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 I know. I almost
And
think
now
I owe Brooklyn an apology, really. you know.
right. I mean, couldn't somebody else be like saying, "Well, you almost ran me off the road, so I'm going to sue you
Mhm.
for,
Yeah.
emotional whatever
mhm.
and the scrape on the side of my car."
Mhm.
Um I guess it's mildly interesting that we saw Trina change her point of view after the whole. So we haven't mentioned, but the throwing in of the little boy needing the
Mhm. Mhm.
very delicate, specific
Yes.
surgery.
Right. Right.
Um,
Mhm.
so Trina has now kind of gone from being her dad's biggest defender to being like, how can
Mhm.
my dad have done that?
Mhm.
And I
Yeah.
guess that's mildly interesting. I don't know.
I was a little bit relieved to hear that she sort of regretted going to Portia and asking her to tell Isaiah to go easy on
Yeah,
Curtis. I mean, that was like, oh my God, this guy
yeah.
might probably lost his career, although, on General Hospital, people do heal. So we
Miracles
don't,
happen. Yeah.
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 But for all she knows, Isaiah is done, just like Kai. I mean, Kai's injury ended his football dreams, she should be able to understand that. And I
Yeah.
really liked Kai in this little storyline when he kind of presented Trina with that information. Isaiah didn't break his hand. Your father punched him,
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. And the whole like Curtis is just if like I only hit him once. It's like,
Yeah.
well, he came charging in that restaurant. Like
Yeah.
he was the
Yeah.
aggressor from the very
Mhm.
first second he was on the
Yeah.
scene. He was
Yeah.
the aggressor. He egged.
Right.
So the
Mhm.
whole like I was provoked. It's like, dude.
Mhm.
You
No.
you were you were just one like
Mhm.
massive provoker
Mhm.
from the get-go.
Yeah. Yeah. He was just
Couldn't you
looking.
argue that he provoked Isaiah from the minute he
Mhm.
arrived at the restaurant?
Mhm.
Um
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't know how with a straight face anybody's like buying anything that Curtis is saying. It's
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just shaking my head the whole time when I'm watching it and disliking
Mm-hmm.
pretty much everyone involved. Although, I mean, Portia's like kind of making sense. I do feel
Mm-hmm.
like it'll come back to bite them in the butt. Like when they spoke to Turner and they didn't
Mm-hmm.
mention what Isaiah had said. I feel like, the whole like
Yeah.
I'll be a better father than you. I feel like, well, they purposely like sort of obscured that.
Yeah.
Um
But really those were just words, and
yeah, oh right. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't think that uh, alleviates in any way what Curtis did. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, Curtis was the one who put hands on somebody,
Mm-hmm.
but they're
Mm-hmm.
making a point out of that.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I know.
but
Yeah.
anyway,
But
sorry, I shot us right forward into today, but
that's okay. We also still covered quite a bit of Wednesday with
okay.
that. Um, but yeah, I felt like Kai got big points for
Okay, so you're liking Kai. Yeah, I like Kai
yeah,
better in this too. Yeah.
yeah.
Who would you say? Who else? What other characters? Like, so I'm like just hating on the Curtis character right now so much,
Mm-hmm.
and Jordan
Mm-hmm.
probably after that, and then
Mm-hmm.
Trina after that maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, yeah.
so you're liking on Kai. Who else? What other
Yeah.
characters did you enjoy in these 3 days?
Okay, good question. Well, I always enjoy Geo. I like Geo's thoughtfulness, sort of, and like
Hmm.
still like feeling bad that he let Rocco down, but I kind of liked his conversation with Sonny, um, where Sonny kind of helped him see that if he hadn't said anything to Dante and Rocco still had left, then he'd be back in that situation where Dante's furious with him for,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
not
Sonny
helping.
gave wise counsel on that.
Yeah, yeah. So that
Yeah,
was good. And then also, I thought Gio was pretty good with Trina, like seeming impartial, and kind of
yeah,
letting
he
her
did. He
work
talked her
out.
through that. Yeah,
Yeah. Um, but yeah, like you said, her acting like this was like this major sacrifice to not
yeah.
go through with this thing. That Brooklyn had set up, of course, out of guilt, but also, you know,
Yeah. Yeah. But it just
for
seemed like, oh, to get caught up in the family drama again, like she's kind of in
yeah,
love with the whole thing or something.
yeah, yeah. And again, like Kai, I would be like, oh man, I don't want all of this crap
Yeah,
and
right.
to
I
be my day
know.
to
I
day,
know. Yeah. Yeah. Day to
Um,
day. Listen to you. My day to day. What's your day to day look like? Um, so you're the character you pick out, that's so funny that you liked
I
is
know.
Geo because he's thoughtful and kind and sweet. And
Yeah.
guess who I'm gonna pick out that I really loved?
Sidwell.
Yes.
When he's talking to Willow about killing Drew.
Yes. Yeah. Wasn't he
Yeah.
magnificent?
Yeah, that was a very interesting conversation between those two. Before it's got maybe even before Sidwell showed up when we had just Willow and Drew
Right,
and
the
her,
soliloquies with Drew, like they crack me up.
yeah.
Drew's like Gromit now,
Yeah.
like you know exactly what he's thinking. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Right,
and I
right.
don't know if you've noticed because you probably usually watch yours in Hulu, but Drew has been on the show right before General Hospital. Like
Oh,
I turn
okay.
it on right beforehand, and
Yeah.
he's on whatever
Mhm.
that is, that GMA
Yeah,
all day
yeah.
long, frickin'
R-
whatever it is.
Awful, yeah. Uh-huh.
Is that what they call it? GMA awful all day
Yeah,
long
I think that's
show?
what the A stands for, yeah.
Yeah, awful. But anyway,
Mhm.
so that's kind of funny that he's I'm like, "Oh my God, you're doing okay." Um, but I
Yeah.
think his locked in acting, you got to give him some credit because I know
Yeah.
exactly what he's thinking each look.
Mhm. Yeah.
And
But
he was disgusted with her today.
he was disgusted with her. And I really I can't figure out how much of Willow is just like maybe a series of bad decisions and how much is like pure like just psychopath, you know?
Psychopath stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
and I don't know.
she could be a psychopath who's also making bad decisions.
Yeah, I think that might be what we have. Yeah. I mean, but when she says, I don't want this for you either, I kind of believe her. Um,
Yeah, I mean, and there she's lovingly like rubbing lotion on
Lotion,
him, and
I know, and I thought,
yeah,
man, if she really despised him, she wouldn't be able to even touch him, right?
yeah. Yeah, she's like still being the nurse. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know, but I mean, I don't know if it's wise to let him in on all her plans either,
Probably
you know,
not. Probably not. Yeah.
because he's got a lot of like thinking time to come up with what he's going to do whenever he gets
Right,
out of this
right. Yeah, and
predicament.
her idea of like somehow having info that would keep him sort of behaving, that seems like such a thin little
It
plot,
seems pretty ludicrous that there's going to be
Yeah.
something bigger than
Yeah.
what she has done to him that's going to keep
Right,
him.
right. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
and especially
Uh-huh.
now that she's also revealed to him that she's not going to give him his job back, you know,
I know. So that what does
because
that
she's
leave
doing so
him?
good. She's doing such good with it, and
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
it's all
I
pretty
guess
funny.
yeah, it does kind of seem like she's convinced herself that she is really the good Willow,
Yeah,
but she's got
yeah.
sort of a Jekyll and Hyde thing happening.
But
Um
anyway, when Sidwell entered the scene and
mhm.
all the calling Drew a potted plant, and he's so much easier to deal with like this, and he's just so I just loved the level of animation, and
Yeah, yeah.
he's so exasperated with Willow, and
Yeah.
I love that she kind of is giving it back to him, like she has no idea what she's dealing with, and
Exactly. She has no idea. That's what's sort of amazing about it, that she thinks it's
yeah,
okay. It's okay to address him with like this level of
yeah.
sass.
And then he's like, and oh, I've like, well, I don't remember exactly what he said about, but the way to keep him quiet, like he
Yeah,
won't be,
yeah,
and
yeah.
like it
Uh-huh.
hadn't occurred to her till just now that he would go ahead and kill Drew, and you
Right.
know,
Mm-hmm.
but that
Mm-hmm.
did seem to be truly an eye opener for her.
It did, didn't it? Yeah. Yeah, obviously that did rattle her, because when Chase came around later, it's felt like
Yeah,
she was so close to just wanting to spill all the beans.
spill it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Mhm.
but I don't know. I just I like there's something so gleeful about Sidwell that
Mhm.
I'm just drawn to him.
Yeah, he is a kind
Yeah.
of one of a kind character, isn't he?
Yeah, and he feels like kind of a force of nature. And I think also that's
Yeah.
part of like when I feel like Sunny is feeling older and more bent down to me and more like
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Mhm.
Sidwell comes, running in like this super healthy like
Right. Mhm.
young bear or something. I don't
Mhm.
know.
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah.
filled with life
Mhm.
and evil, sure.
Sure.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
his over the topness just appeals to me so much.
Yeah, and it really is. It's kind of so fortunate that Ava existed on the show before he came along, because they are such a good sort of fit. Even if they don't turn out
Yeah.
to be like the romance of a lifetime or anything, but just as friends, even I feel like she can meet him, where with that sort of
Yeah.
energy and
Yeah.
everything. Um, and that's good too. That's good stuff. But yeah, he does
Yeah.
have a
That's
real
good
sort
stuff.
of. He's got this gusto that Sonny just doesn't have.
Gusto, that's what it is. Yeah, that's a good word for him. Thank you. I
You're
never would
welcome.
have thought that would be a character that I would just be loving, when he
Yeah.
first came on the scene.
Yeah. Uh huh.
But
Yeah.
he's grown on me so much.
Yeah, it almost seems like it would be fun if they did more, like even just little scenes with him and Pascal, where they were both like really
Yeah.
like embracing their characters.
Yeah, just Pascal like bringing him lunch or whatever and them
Yeah.
having exchanges about, whether he cut the crust off or not or something. I
Right,
don't know.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just silly things, but
Or like
really
I wish somebody would talk about the pillows. you know,
All those animal print pillows.
which are so like they could do like a sort of Victorian inspired animal print thing, and they could have
Mm-hmm.
all kinds of cool like house plants. Like Victorians were into
Mm-hmm.
interesting plants, you know, they could that
Mm-hmm.
I would be on board with redoing Windermere in that fashion.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
would suit sort of an evil dude, you
Mm-hmm.
know, to
Mm-hmm.
harken back to that sort of Victorian era where
Mm-hmm.
you like collecting heads of things and you know, because
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Victorians
Uh-huh.
were into like they just wanted to like they were very curious about everything, but they also
Mm-hmm.
like they went ahead and killed it all too, you know, and like
Uh-huh.
it's mine, you know, like
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. That does sound like him.
yeah. So that would be cool, but to me it looks
Mm-hmm.
like sort of tacky, like that weird the
Mm-hmm.
small couch, you know, it's like oh, it's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be like a leather tufted couch, but it's so
Mm-hmm.
small and
Yeah.
it's not like a worn in beautiful old leather, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
I
It
do.
doesn't
I do,
we need to
Gia. Yeah.
see like old money.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. It
And we're
doesn't
seeing
feel
sort
that way.
of tacky, not even really a well done TJ Maxx sort of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And those pillows like set me off every time.
It's so hard to see
I'm really
anything else.
sensitive. Yeah.
Oh shit, I forgot what the line was. What's the line? Emma's line?
Care factor 0.
Yeah. There you go. But yeah, I mean, TJ Maxx has or Home Goods, man, they have a beautiful pillow selection. You could
Do
find
they? All right.
Yeah.
Fine,
You could
fine
find
pillow section.
lovely, lovely pillows. And I think less is more. You don't need like a whole bunch of the same pillow.
Right. No, I'd like to stack different ones. I might need new
Yeah.
pillows soon. I might go
Yeah.
check it out.
Okay.
I, w-
Okay.
we have a Home Goods. I don't think I've been in.
Oh, really? Oh, Gia.
Yeah.
Wow. Pillows for miles.
Whoa.
I have to walk fast past the pillow area.
Past the pillows and head straight for the dog beds.
Exactly. Oh
Hmm.
boy, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got? So we were on to Willow and
Mhm.
Drew
Mhm.
and then
Yeah.
of course the a lot of things are coming together.
Mhm.
I mean, I think Willow and Chase, we're gonna have what? Are we gonna have physical contact because he's got
Oh,
such
right,
sympathy for her
right,
now? Like, are
right.
we gonna go ahead and really slip up
Mm.
there or what?
Yeah, well that's a good point because yeah, she's just given him a lot more motivation to spend time with her.
Yep,
Because he thinks
yep.
he'll be helping her and she's helped
And they
him
had
so much.
that moment of weakness, a reference to their marriage and the rubbing of her
Yeah,
feet.
yeah, I didn't like that.
And it's like, you didn't like that?
That seemed a little
Yeah.
inappropriate at this point.
Mm.
That would have been funny because
Um,
Drew wasn't in the room at that point. That would have been funny if he'd been in the background.
God, yeah.
Oh
Oh
boy.
man. Um, but yeah, it was interesting too because I too thought that her frustration and her tears were like real. You know, like
Yeah, yeah.
she wasn't really
Mhm.
trying. She was already crying before he got there, so I don't think she was trying to
Mhm.
pull. Like that was
Right.
genuine. But
Yeah.
whether or not she's going to be genuine with him and reveal everything, she can't. I mean,
No,
could
she'll
she?
probably just I would think you're right. If she has sort of the self-control, I would think she'd edit it just to include the parts that he would kind of be able to sort of understand, like just the pressures of taking care of Drew. I mean, which is kind of a lie.
Yeah, yeah.
But he would believe that.
He would believe that. Yeah, anybody would believe that. They would be like, "You're such a martyr, taking on
Yeah,
everything you're
yeah,
doing," and yeah,
right,
yeah.
right, yeah. And, I just want to spend time with my kids, which also seems to be a
Oh,
lie because we don't see the kids
we
ever.
haven't seen them, yeah, ever.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
it's gonna be so awful if they sleep together.
oh
I'm gonna
my
feel so
God.
bad for Brooklyn, and oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
yeah,
that's gonna be rough.
yeah. Do you
But
think
I
Shay?
think it'll happen.
I think you're right. I think it could. I'm not positive. I don't know if I'd put money on it, but I'm imagining like when she said she just didn't think she could stay with Drew, that somewhere in Chase's mind he's thinking, huh, you know.
Yeah, I think
So
so. I think so. I mean,
yeah,
I don't think he ever got over his love of her, you know. I mean,
yeah.
I think he truly loves Brooklyn and truly is
Mm-hmm.
committed to that marriage, but he's got
Mm-hmm.
this other like fantasy side going on.
Yeah.
And she was like it for him and
Yeah. And she seems like such a sort of, I don't, helpless may be too strong a word, but she makes him feel like he could be this chivalrous guy, you know?
right. And that's kind of who he has been for a
Yeah.
long time. That's who he
Yeah.
was with
Mm-hmm.
what's her name?
Mm-hmm.
Nell.
Yeah.
Nell?
Yeah. Yep. Right? No? Yeah.
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 Um
Uh,
so I don't know, that's going to be heartbreaking, I think.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
going to be real interesting.
And then at the same time, Chase also has discovered that there's been something wrong with Brooklyn's car, and he got a
Mm-hmm.
time frame, and Michael
Mm-hmm.
overheard this time
Yeah. Yeah.
frame,
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
Michael just had the conversation with
Mm-hmm.
Curtis where
Mm-hmm.
they were talking about nobody's on that road, something about but it's the route to the Quartermains.
Yeah, and it seemed like
So
that like sort of turned on a light bulb just when he said that before he
yeah,
even got home and heard this conversation about Brooklyn's car.
yeah, it being the route to the Quartermains.
Yeah.
So yeah, so what's going to happen there? Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a tough one cuz he's a good strategist. Um
Yep.
you know, and I think he would definitely be protective of Brooklyn. Um
But he's also, pretty loyal to his friend Curtis, his business
yeah.
partner. I mean,
Yeah.
even
Well,
finding out today the shitty things that Curtis had done, and he's standing right by him, and
yeah, but now that he knows that Curtis is completely in the wrong, um, would he want him to know that? Would he want to throw that in
I don't
Curtis's
know because it would that would incriminate Brooklyn, and I mean,
Right,
ugh.
right, yeah,
I mean, as much as I'm not enjoying this plot, I do have to admire how twisted up and everything they've done. The writers have made it all, tied
yeah,
together, and it's an
yeah.
impossible knot,
It is an
you know.
impossible not, yeah, yeah. And it still seems like, well, Michael was talking, wasn't he, about the alibi thing or something like the unaccounted for? Who was talking about the time? Oh, Curtis mentioned that Isaiah didn't want to say where he'd been with this
Yeah,
patient, this
with the
private
patient,
patient.
yeah.
And then he goes on like this is where like he continued to be just such an asshole. Like he's like it's not like he's like changing faces or fingerprints or something like working for a mobster. And it, like actually Isaiah had worked with Sonny,
Right. Yeah, he had
secretly.
worked for yeah.
Um, but he's Curtis just thinks he's so smart. Like he thinks he knows everything about this guy. Um,
Yes, he's very unappealing. I'm so glad you finally seen that.
they've reduced him to nothing, like just such a shell of a man. It's too
They really
bad.
have. I mean, it's like the
Yeah,
writers have done this to him and
yeah,
to Jordan to a slightly lesser degree, but I kind of
yeah,
feel like they've ruined her as well. And they've
yeah,
been ruining Trina for some time, but
yeah, yeah. They haven't known how to make
yeah, they
Trina like a good like fully rounded character like she used to be.
I know. I don't know what they need to do with her, but the singing
Yeah.
career, I don't think that's it
Yeah,
particularly.
I know. I
Um,
know. Oh,
I
that
don't know, but yeah,
reminds me.
what? You've got a
I have
singing career now?
No, I have some good news. I'm going to be a doctor. I got into
Oh,
med
yeah, we
school.
haven't discussed that. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I mean, talk about ridiculous. Am I right? that
Am I
uh,
right?
all
Yeah,
this time Christina was
yeah,
secretly
yeah.
practicing for the
Seemed
MCATs.
like the laziest writing. And I read a lot, like my first thought was like, oh, they should have her reunite with Blaze,
Yeah. Yeah.
And I saw a lot of comments online to that effect. So like that
Mm-hmm.
seemed like that, because that would have been a plausible, like
Mm-hmm.
something that we already know about her, so it
Mm-hmm.
would have made some
Mm-hmm.
sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, this whole, and did she finish college? Like, I feel like if she finished college, I don't feel
Right.
like I knew about it.
I don't know, but I don't think anybody gets into medical school just by like studying on their own between like, shifts at the bar and stuff like that without any school, at the same.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. It
Like,
seemed quite ridiculous, but I don't
yeah,
know. Maybe she threw this at the writers like at a very last
yeah.
minute, and they were just like, "Okay, Joe, come up with something during your lunch break," and that's what they came up with.
That's what they came up with, yeah. I mean, it is a medical drama, and we do need more
Yeah,
doctors at General Hospital, especially now that we're down one because Isaiah's injured. Um,
I mean, I guess, and it gives them a chance to have her go away and come back as a new character, and
mm-hmm,
she can go
mm-hmm,
away for a long time
mm-hmm.
and come back as a doctor, or she can go
Yeah,
away
yeah,
and drop
mm-hmm,
out and come back right
mm-hmm.
away, but still be a new actor.
Right, right, yeah, or yeah, and
So it's a
a lot of,
flexible out.
right, right, right. Yeah, it just seems like so silly,
It was like out of left field, though. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I mean,
I don't
she
know.
could have
I
even
mean, I
just
liked that
said,
they wanted, I liked that they had pie, but other than that,
I know.
but no ice cream, no whipped
Yeah,
cream.
and that's just wrong, you know.
Yeah,
That's
nobody, you don't go to a restaurant and get pie and not have something on the side.
You really
Do
don't.
you?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if
No,
I've
I don't
ever.
think so. I don't think
No,
so.
you can't. You have to
No.
have that cooling sensation,
Oh, the combination,
you know?
yeah, and a place
Yeah.
like Bobby's, it seems like they would force you to have
Yeah, they
ice
wouldn't even
cream or
ask you.
whipped cream.
You would just
Yeah,
get,
yeah,
yeah,
it comes that
yeah.
way.
And if you said, "Oh, I'm lactose intolerant," they
So
would
they
like
would say,
take you
"Get out."
by the
Yeah,
seat of your pants and throw you out. Yeah,
yeah. Add her picture
they
to the wall.
give you a wedgie on the way
Yeah,
out. Yeah,
yeah.
I want you to
That's what
go into
I.
Bobby's and tell them you're a vegan.
No, I guess I couldn't, could I? I would.
Are you excited about the idea that they might have a Lyme disease vaccine in the works? Or are you hoping to get that kind that makes everyone a vegan?
Yeah, I would prefer that.
The alpha gal.
Yeah, yeah. That outcome, I think, is.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine that that's true, even because they can't even figure out how to diagnose it. So.
Oh, I don't know. I saw some headline and I thought of you and I thought, I wonder if can you get Lyme disease more than once? Or
Yeah.
is it like one of
Mhm.
those, oh yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll
Mhm.
get you a vaccine for Christmas if they get it.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks, Gia.
And a
Sweet.
cow.
A syringe. And then I'll be like, oh, fuck, I'm locked in. Damn it. This wasn't the Lyme disease vaccine.
That'll be payback for when you got me the shower chair.
I stand by that as a wonderful gift.
Oh, that
Boy.
was like a bazinga. I was like, she can't have got me a shower chair. She must have just reused this box. And I was so happy and excited thinking about this huge present. I was like, this is gonna make my birthday.
Oh, God. Oh, boy. The highs and the lows of a birthday.
Yeah. Oh,
All
yeah.
right. All right.
Anyway, okay, what
Sorry
else
about
do we
that,
need to
Gia.
cover about General Hospital? Sorry, everybody.
Well, okay, so we talked about the medical school thing, silly. I did like Molly throughout that. I thought that was like
Yes.
true to her
Yeah.
character.
Yes, to be so excited. Yeah, that was sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've had like a really nice, good Molly lately, and we have to give
Yeah.
Cody some credit for helping loosen her up, I think.
Loosen her up. Yeah, we talked a little bit about them and the weird Suzanne thing. I kind of
Yeah.
hadn't realized that Suzanne had disappeared, and there she was again.
I know. Yeah.
being all creepy and looking
Right,
at
right.
Cody's
Yeah.
chest. Not that I wasn't
Yeah.
looking at Cody's chest, but
He's also very likable. He's just a funny guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
they continue to be pretty cute together.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. I hope they keep that up for a little while at least. And that reminded me though, well, just now, like it seemed like for a while Suzanne was sort of a stand-in for Diane, who was injured. But now, like, where is
Yeah,
Diane now?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she had to go to rehab.
Maybe, but
I
I
don't
feel like
know.
maybe that's
But
why Suzanne's back, so we have that sort of vehicle of her
I would have much
conversation.
rather Diane stumbled into,
That would have
Cody.
been way
That would have
funnier,
been
wouldn't it?
funnier.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
She would
Yeah.
have had some smart Alec comments to make, I would
Yeah,
think.
but I don't think it would have seemed as creepy, like even if she'd been
No,
looking at,
I don't think so either. That was just,
yeah.
yeah. And also, I kind of thought that it was creepy that Suzanne was like ogling
Mhm.
Cody, but I also
Mhm.
thought that when she said, "Oh, she found the
Yeah.
manuscript on Alexis's
I
desk and
know.
went and read it," I was like, "That's
Yeah.
incredibly invasive."
Yes, definitely that was wrong. That was wrong.
Yeah. I was
And
like,
that
"Man,
should
that
have
really put me off." Yeah.
yeah, I feel like Molly should have filed that away, like, that's not cool.
Yeah, not
Mom.
cool. And tell her mother
Mom.
for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got to get
mom.
rid of that
Yeah.
woman. First of all, she's ogling Cody.
Yeah.
Um, is it ogling or oogling? Ogling.
I think it's ogling.
Yeah. Okay.
Ogling? That sounds weird now. But
Yeah. It does. Um anyway, so yeah, there was that. Molly, Cody, Suzanne, the whole Michael and Curtis conversation we kind of covered.
we
Um
didn't talk about fashion. I guess the only
no.
thing that stood out to me was that I hated Willow's shirt today with that weird tie in the front thing.
Yeah, it's like it
It's
was giving
hard to make her look bad, but that was a bad look.
that was very strange. It was like the shirt was giving birth to a bow tie or something.
Or to
Like
another shirt below it. Like it should
yeah,
have been
yeah.
tied there, but there was more shirt down below that.
Yeah, and it
And
wasn't
I
like
don't
it was
know.
gathering the waist at all. It was just like this weird
No.
little accessory that was misplaced. Hmm.
Oh, and Jordan had on, I thought it was sort of a monochromatic, like a creams
Mhm.
colored
Yeah.
silk
Yeah.
shirt and
Uh-huh.
like a silky skirt, but the shirt had these weird, like long ties, on the
Uh-huh.
sleeves. Did you
Uh-huh.
notice that?
No, I didn't notice that.
Well, I got
Um
something from a thrift store recently that had those things, and I couldn't have been
uh-huh.
more annoyed the day I wore it. I think I'm gonna have to cut them off.
Yeah.
Dragging through
Yeah.
everything, dragging through
Yeah.
coffee, dragging through
Uh-huh.
lunch.
Uh-huh.
It's like
Gotcha.
these
Yeah.
cannot be adding enough to my look to be worth keeping, you
Mhm.
know?
Mhm. Right. Right. Yeah. Um yeah, and well, I also think like she looks I don't know. I don't know who she reminds me of, like some old like actress from like like the Betty Davis days or something. When she puts on like the scarf, as
Puts
if
on the
she's like
scarf. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, like she's some sort of eccentric
Well, I
movie
saw some
star.
stuff online. I can't take credit for it, but the Queen, like
Mm-hmm.
that sort of a thing. But yeah, it is sort of, and I guess it would cover if you had that and big old sunglasses, you could, but you're
Yeah.
going to attract more attention to yourself with a
Right.
scarf. Like nobody's
Yeah.
wearing a scarf. Like I could wear a
Mm-hmm.
baseball cap, wear a big floppy cap, something,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and big oversized glasses, and you'd pretty well cover the whole thing with your hair down.
Yeah.
Um,
If that's
but
what
the
you're
scarf
going
is like,
for.
who is that woman? You'd be
Right.
like,
Right.
you'd be
Yeah.
scrutinizing her more closely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I
But
don't know.
I don't know. We don't know. We're not in her shoes, so
We're not in
I
her
mean,
shoes.
her the biggest scar tissue she has right now is named Curtis, and that's what she needs to have removed
Yeah. Yeah.
from her
Good one.
life.
Zing. Yeah.
Zing. Yeah.
Yeah. And that brings us to the closing of today's episode where
All
Portia
right.
was talking to Curtis and trying to like rattle his cage a little bit, right? You remember that?
Uh, I can't remember what did Portia talk to Curtis at the end. Where
Yeah,
were they?
yeah. I feel like did she go to his
Yeah.
office? I can't remember
Mm.
exactly where they were, but she was angry. She was angry with him. We're so on fire.
I think we should just call it a day.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Time of death. 8:56.
Because I don't even remember that scene. Maybe I kind of went to the bathroom.
Oh boy.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
we appreciate all you folks listening to our silliness, and if the sound is bad, it's not my fault.
Yeah. And yeah, feel free to let us know if it's my fault.
Yeah. No, I'm
I'll
just
try to
teasing
make
you.
some adjustments.
Hopefully it's good. But
Yeah.
anyway, everybody have a
Okay.
lovely evening, and we'll talk in a few days.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks,
All right.
Gia.
All right. Now, do I have to hang up or anything, or what? Sorry, now we're just doing business, but
I know. I'm gonna hit stop first, and then I think
okay.
you can hang up. Okay. So I'm just
All
gonna hit
right.
stop
I just
right
want to sit
now.
here all night.
Okay.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
All right. Bye.
Yeah.